Hello, welcome back to my channel. Sam, if you're new, I post beauty and lifestyle related videos. Today we're going to be doing the Tori Belle lashes. I'm going to be applying them and kind of showing you my tips and tricks of how to apply them the best. They are really good. Definitely stick around. See these lashes in action being applied. I will have a link to my seller, Brittney, down below. Definitely check her out and buy from her. She is amazing. Message her with any questions. And she also has a VIP group with tons of videos and tricks on how to trim, apply, all of that. About that a little bit more in my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below and hit that bell button so you're notified of all my future uploads. I post every Wednesday and every Sunday with a bonus video here and there. Without further ado, let's get on to applying these lashes. Alright guys, so I am filming this on the next day after I filmed what you're going to see clips of. So if I have a different outfit and different hair, that's why. I'm going to put on my mascara while we talk. I have a little on, but I'm just going to put a little more. So I didn't really give all the tips and tricks in my last video. I didn't like quite what I'd missed a lot of stuff. So I had a little bit of trouble applying the products. So I figured I would do a little bit more research on it and report back. So I am going to put on the liner. I want to make sure that's nice and dry. That's like part of one of my tricks is if you're not waiting, so you have to put 2 coats of the Magnitude magnetic eyeliner. So it comes in a gold tube, and then I did read that they have a black tube on the site. I heard that supposedly the gold tube dries a little bit quicker. My mirror is right in front of me, so supposedly that dries a little bit quicker. I was also told that when you're using the product, you want to swirl to mix that, and then mix the product up and then pull straight out, resisting the urge to wipe your brush. If you have to, they said you can use like a cotton pad or something. If you wipe it on the rim, like you might normally, to get any excess product off your brush with a normal liner, it will compromise the product, because when it dries on the lid, it'll drop down into the tube, and then that will compromise the rest of the liner, which obviously you don't want because this stuff is kind of expensive. So I also, a good point that someone had mentioned, I'll link the videos that Brittney had sent me to help me apply. I'll link those down below. But one of the girls had said, you know, that if you're not the best at applying liner, that doesn't really matter, because you're gonna be putting the lashes on anyways, and that is going to cover your line. So there is 1 coat. Probably should bring that a little thinner. I'm just gonna wipe my brush on my paper here. I don't really want to waste this, but it does kind of come out with a lot of product. So I am one of those people that is not great at liner. So you also can use this little brush that I don't really know what it was for. It's to get liner off of your actual lashes. Another great tip that was mentioned, if your liner is not sticking to your lids, like maybe you have some really oily lids, you can apply like either a primer under your shadows as you normally would, or you can also apply like your normal liquid liner underneath, and that will help it stick a little bit better to your eyes if you're having an issue with that. I don't have oily lids, so I don't foresee having an issue. They say to let the product dry. One of the videos I watched said 60 seconds, one said 2 minutes, so I'm going to try to let that dry as long as possible. While I do that, before we apply our second coat, I'm just going to kind of go through cutting my lashes. So I have a pair of scissors. They also mentioned that you could use fingernail clippers. So before even fitting the lash to your eye, so as I mentioned in my lashes twos and don'ts tutorial, I'll put that up above. These are the same. So on the lashes itself, as you can see, they flare more longer at the ends, and in the inner corner they're a little bit thinner. That's how you know which eye it goes on. I'll show you. These are the lashes. They're very flirty and beautiful and full. Nice sexy kind of cat eye feel going towards them. That I'll kind of mention, if you've already used the lashes, they say to scrape So if you can see those little bubbles there, those are the magnets. They say to just scrape any excess of the liner that's maybe gotten on them off. These particular lashes have 6 magnets on them, and that allows you to be customizable with them. They say to bend the lashes a little bit in between, so you'll go from more of a flat lash to a more curved lash, like so, before even trying to fit these to your eye. They say when measuring them, you're gonna start where, so if you're looking, let's see if I can, if you're looking straight ahead, where your pupil starts, that's where your natural lashes are going to start. So they say to start, place your first magnet will go there, your last magnet ending on your outer corner of your eye. Let's see. So it doesn't quite look like I'm gonna need to trim these. Let's kind of check the other one. So by bending them, because you also want to bend each magnet before applying the actual lash to your eye as well. That will help with any lifting at the corners. That one seems okay too. So they also mentioned that most people will need to trim at least 1 or 2 magnets off. If you are trimming, you trim the excess between the magnets, so you go right up to the next magnet. You want a magnet as your last piece on your outer corner and your first piece on your inner corner. That will help get that nice secure hold to your actual eye. When you are cutting a magnet off, so I don't need to, but when you do, you want to avoid actually cutting the hairs. That way you can reuse that piece as like an extra little flare on that outer corner if you want. Just remember too, makeup is fun, and it doesn't really, matter what other people think. It matters what you think. So if you don't like it the first time, it's not that serious, wash it off and try again. Also, everything that I've read about these, it also says when you, chances are if they're not working, you don't have enough liner on, because it is putting magnetical particles onto your actual eyelid to give that magnet from the eyelashes to hold. So if you're not having that hold on your eyelid for the magnets and the lashes, then you're not going to get that hold, and obviously it's not going to stick. I also read to extend your liner, on the inners and the outer corners of eye to give a nice good place for those lashes to hold on to. So I did apply 2 coats. I'm going to I'm gonna go in with a little extra because I did have an issue last time. So I just want to make sure that I have enough, because I want these to work. I have seen Brittney do them in her live, so I know that when I was having issues yesterday, it was my problem. It wasn't the lashes. I did not watch the videos that she had sent me. I watched them a little bit, but I didn't really really watch them to make sure I knew what I was doing, and I needed to. I just thought I'm pretty good at makeup, I'll know what I'm doing. So this time I really watched the videos, I took notes, so I had things to tell you too. So we're gonna let that dry. So I read a video about if you're having problems with them sticking. Basically, you don't have enough lashes probably, or you did not let the lash glue dry. So my first time, or the liner, sorry. The first time that I tried putting them on in my last video, I'll probably insert little clips here and there to show you the problems that I was having, because I think that's important to see a real person trying these. We'll shoot together. So I did not probably let my liner dry enough, and they wouldn't stick, which, it was me. She also mentioned, this was really cool. She mentioned if you don't see it, feel it, snap into place like a magnet should, you would imagine a magnet to just force field together. If it's not doing that, then you are doing something wrong, and chances are you need more liner. Or your lashes, if they're brand new out of the box, then you need more liner. If your lashes are pretty old, then maybe it is the magnets, but they do say that if you clean them properly after each use, which all you have to do is scrape those magnets to get that excess liner off, that you should get up to 30 uses a lash, which honestly is a decent price for the price point that these are. So as I mentioned before, they are $35 a pair of lashes. They do a lot of limited addition lashes. I see Brittney post about those a lot. And then they have some permanent collection, like in the collection as well. So they have a lot to pick from. They have some very natural ones and some very dramatic ones and some in between, which is really nice. These are the Wonderash, if I have not mentioned it before, the ones that I'm going to be putting on. They come with, I think I saw maybe 10 anchors. I lost some of them because I was not careful. I'm gonna let those just dry a little bit and then we will put them on. Oh, I will say too, so this liner was super easy to get off last night. Like it literally just like peeled away. My makeup remover obviously took it off really easy too, but on one eye I kind of just like rubbed my eye a little bit because I had a piece like in my eye and it just like came right off, which was really nice. But it did stay on all day even without wearing the lashes at different points. I took a nap with my daughter and they stayed on, which that was pretty cool. So let's give her a go here. I want to have you guys see this. So I have a little lash applicator. So let's see what happens here. So that was pretty cool. That is on there. I will say the one thing I really like about this was that was so easy to get it nice and close to my lash band because of the liner. I also saw a trick to push them into the liner to get a nice secure hold. So, wow. Don't mind the liner application. I went a little bit, which I can just clean up. I got a little on that lash there. So that is on there. It feels good. It doesn't feel too heavy. It definitely feels like it's there. Lashes always feel like that for me. But then it usually, goes away as you get used to it. These are literally like magic to put on, though. That's pretty cool. So let's see. So those are on. That is pretty cool. It's literally like magic. So they're very easy to apply. They're nice and easy to get a good hold. They are definitely they're a little pricey, but 20 to 30 uses is pretty fair, honestly, and they look really beautiful. They go on really easily. I think it's very important to get the liner out a little bit extended on your outer and inners. Like I said, it wipes off pretty easily, so you can wipe off the excess once you're done. But I think for putting them on, you definitely need that little bit on that extra to make sure that magnet's grabbing, and also making sure that they're bent so they go to the natural shape of your eye. That was huge for applying them. But they're on. They're very pretty. Very pretty, very flirty, just very, very pretty. The one thing for me, and it's honestly not these lashes, it's lashes in general. I feel like when I wear them, it's always so noticeable. because of my waterline. If I don't tightline, I find it very noticeable that I'm wearing them. But those were really easy to apply. I do think that they're worth the money if you're going to use them quite a lot. I think the price point is a little high, but you could always do like a party with Brittney, and all the money that you get from all the customers placing orders with her, you get that money and then you can buy a couple pairs of lashes with it maybe, or get some money off. You know, that would be a good way to get them to start. But I do think they're absolutely stunning and they're worth it. Like if you have struggled with lashes and you have a certain event you want to wear them to, baby, get these because they are really, really nice. And I do recommend watching those videos or watching my video or something and really like listening and step by step thinking about those things to help you get them to apply. When in doubt, like that woman said in the video I'm going to link below, when in doubt, add more liner. Let it dry fully and then try again. Because these will stay. So, you know, and they're on. Which is just wild. Wild. So, what we're going to do now, and just for the sake of the video, I'm going to at least show you how to apply an inker. I lost a couple yesterday trying, so bear with me. And then I lost one in my eye and my husband found it later. So basically you just pop it up here. It's turning in my eye. So I found the magnet, and then you just apply it and it links to, and you could put one like on your inner and your outer corner maybe, or one, I've seen Brittney do it like one in the inner, the middle, and then the outer to really get a nice secure hold. You know, she's worn them on a motorcycle ride with her husband. So they hold up, and that inker did make that side feel a lot more secure. Not that it didn't before, but it really sucked it in there. So that's a very, very cool. I will leave Brittney's link down below to her VIP group so you can find out about any deals, specials, or new lashes launching. You'll find a lot of helpful videos on how to apply these, like my video will be on there. Thank you so much, Brittney, if you're watching this. I am so happy that I got to try these and then we got to do this together. We'll also leave her website down below so you can shop her website, or you can add her from the group and private message her if you need some help with your order. I would love it if you help support my girl. Let's get her some sales. So thank you so much for all your support and your love, you guys. I will see you guys in my next one. Oh, here goes. Wow. So, oops. So I'm just kind of not quite what I was expecting, I guess. I don't even know what I was expecting. I was expecting them to like to my eye.